Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So we have Aaron, Marty, AJ, and Dom. Good. Excellent. Did anyone wear a fun t-shirt for today? You're killing me, people. It's okay. It's just all about my shirt. It's okay. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, Marty. That's hilarious.
She has no shame. That was Esther.
Well, she's like, this is my area. I don't know what you think working near it. So we have one cat that sleeps with my daughter and or tries to, and she, cats are kind of a pain at night sometimes. And so she, claims she wants to come to bed, but then at 3 a.m. she's done. And so my daughter has to get up and let her out at 3 a.m. And then at 6 a.m. she comes back. She's like, I'm back. Yeah. And then, but she doesn't want to sleep. She wants my daughter to play with her. My daughter's like, I am sleeping. Lay down. So,
Oh
but my
yeah,
daughter won't leave her door open. So, because I said, if you just leave your door open, she'll just come and go. Is that Esther again?
no, this is Doc.
Okay.
Doc's my special needs kitty. He was born sick. He's only got one eye, but did I lose you guys?
No, you're good.
Okay. All right. But yeah, why is this not expanding? Oh, probably because it's stuck up there.
It's always something every day.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no.
All right. Good morning. It is T-shirt Tuesday. I don't know if anybody wore a T-shirt or a sweatshirt they want to share. We'll talk about that in a minute. I forgot yesterday was the start of Black History Month too. I think it's because I was in denial that it was February 1st. So that was the deal. So I'm going to try to make sure I keep you aware of all the activities that we have going on in regards to Black History Month and then just what's going on campus as well. And I'm going to try to have some great quotes oh my gosh, every day. I'm not sure this is a great one, but I think it's a good one by Viola Davis. Your ability to adapt to failure and navigate your way out of it absolutely 100% makes you who you are. So I like that because, man, sometimes you trying to figure out why you have all these things going on, but it's just developing who you are. So that's awesome. I see we have a new class member, Yesenia. Who is your partner in crime right there?
This is Mila.
Oh my gosh,
She likes a
Mila
lot of
is
attention.
hilarious. So everybody wants to learn math. See, I see how it is. It might be about your shirts as well, right? Okay, does anybody want to share their shirt? Okay, can you figure out what that one says? It's very, very mathy. So unless you're a math nerd, it might be a little beyond. I know you can figure out the pi at the end, right? Okay, so how about the square root of -1? Anybody know what that is? It's an imaginary number, so it's I. I know, weird. Okay, so that part is I, which is kind of fun. So what's 2 to the 3rd power? You guys can do that one.
8.
8. So I 8, that symbol right there, it means summation. So I ate some pie and it was delicious. It's one of those shirts that you wear and there's only some math dork that recognizes it and is like, "Oh my gosh, I have the same shirt." So, that's not the shirt I have. I mean, I wear it, but that's not the shirt I have. You wanna see my shirt? Only some of you will get this reference. I hope that someone gets it. So if you get the reference, please tell me. I'll see if I can bring it closer. It says, I got skills. I don't know if you can see the numbers on there, but at the bottom it says, geez, oh, I'm incompetent with my camera. It says, anyone get it? It says, I got skills. They're multiplying. Marty?
Yeah, I get it, but I'm that age, so it's
Anyone else get it? Yesenia, do you get it?
That's a song, right?
Yes. Does anyone know it's from?
Isn't it from Greece?
It is. Oh, see, Yesenia is not in our age group, Marty. And well, you might not even be in my age group. I might be older than everyone. So there you go. But it said he got it as well. So do you like it? Let me tell you, when I go visit middle schools, they love it. They're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so who else wants to share a shirt? Anyone? Or is it just me every week? It's so sad if it's just me every week. It's okay. If you have a suggestion for T-shirt Tuesday on what else we could do, I'm for it. I'm still gonna wear my nerdy T-shirts, but you know, we can share the best taco shops. I don't know, Taco Tuesday, right? Okay. Yeah, I like tacos too. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight because it's my daughter's senior night for soccer. And so we're going to be at the soccer field and then we have to go to choir. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to look up if there's a salad and go because that's one of my faves. Anyone else like salad and go? Yeah, who gets their dollar drinks too? Yeah, they have $1 frozen strawberry lemonades that my kids adore. Any size. They also have a dollar cold brew. I don't drink it, but maybe someone out there who needs a dollar cold brew.
yeah, it's pretty good actually. Their cold brew. I've tried
Okay,
it.
good. And my daughter likes they have, I don't know if they still have it right now and they're in a few weeks. Their sangria, which is not alcoholic, but it's a really good drink. She says it's great. Okay. Let's try this warm up. What's 20% of 140? Get in the chat, but don't hit enter yet. I feel like Deshay is going to share her shirt after this as well because I feel like I love her shirt already. You're already sharing it just by wearing it. Wearing it is sharing, apparently. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Very nice. I'm not sure why all my chats are showing up weird. Like they all say 2 and then 8 under it. Does anyone else? Yeah, I have no idea why. That's not how you typed it, I'm sure. That's weird. Who knows? Updates happen. Okay, so does someone want to, did everybody get 28? Yeah? Any questions on how to get 28? No? Everybody's good to go. Excellent. So I have a worksheet for you where we are going to practice just some percents, and then we're going to do some applications of percents. So here's the worksheet. I'm going to leave you in here first for about 5 minutes to do these first 6 problems on your own. Then I'm going to put you in your teams so you can compare your answers, clarify any questions. And then if you finish early, you can work on the other application problems, but we really haven't talked about those yet. Okay? So right now for about 5 minutes, just work on those 6 problems. If you have questions, you can ask out loud or you can type in the chat. And then I'll put your breakout rooms to verify your answers in just a minute. And these should be the same questions as on that worksheet. If they're not, my mind. And again, you don't have to write on the worksheet. You can just write on a whiteboard, on a piece of paper, you know, whatever, just be able to share your answers. And if you do want to write on that worksheet, you can make a copy of it. Okay. All right, you have about a minute and a half left. Is anyone already done with the first 6 questions? Just the first 6. Is anyone done with all of them? The applications as well? Look at Amari, rock star. Amari's like, no. Okay, so I'm going to open your breakout rooms in just a minute, and then you can verify your answers on the questions. If you're not quite done, ask your teammates to help you, okay? Jenday, the document we're working on is in the chat if you want to make a copy. All right, so there's your breakout rooms. Go check all your answers. Be prepared to share any of this with the class. Hello, hello. Other people will be back in about 20 seconds. Yesenia, did you guys finish? Yesenia, Malachi, and Aaron?
Yes, we did.
Excellent.
Lower ones too.
Oh, awesome. Good. And we'll talk about those in just a minute too. All right. Welcome back, everyone. I know all of you are kind of in different places. Like I'm hoping you finished the first 6. Some of you finished all of them. That's totally fine. So we're just going to come together because I noticed the same issue coming up in almost all the rooms that we were talking about. So you can still see my screen, correct? Let's verify. Let's just go one team at a time. I don't care because notice we have 6 teams and we had 6 problems. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, so yeah, it actually was a coincidence, by the way, just in case you were thinking that I planned that. I did not. So let's go. I'm just going to go team by team. You can decide who's going to tell me the answer. And then if we have any questions or discrepancies, then we'll discuss it further. So team 1, you're going to do number 1. Just tell me the answer.
We got 28.
Oh, that's writing very fat. Sorry about that. Did all the other teams get 28? Yes? Okay. Team 2. What'd you get for number 2?
We got 69.75.
Any other teams verify? Give me a thumbs up. Very nice. Look, some of you are fast on those thumbs up, and I appreciate it. All right. Any questions on number 2? Now's your chance. Okay. Team 3, what'd you get for number 3?
We got 46.67.
And there's a percent sign there, right? So make sure you say 46.67%. Did everybody put a percent sign there? Check your paper or whatever you're writing on. I don't know. Okay, good. Any questions on rounding? Was anyone stuck on that? Because when I checked with your group, some people were confused at what that meant, round to 2 decimal places or how to do it. Everybody okay now? Speak now if you're still confused. It's not a bad thing. All right. Team 4, number 4. What'd you get?
69.39.
Percent, right? Why do you guys
Yes.
leave that off? Right? You have to say it. You have to say percent because it's a different number if I just say 69.39, right?
Right.
If I
understood.
say 69.39%, really remember as a decimal, that's 0.6939. So it's very important that you have the percent sign there and you say it, right? If that's what you're looking for. Don't leave it off. Okay, good. Everybody okay with that one too? Same rules, right? Round to 2 decimal places. And then how about number 5, team 5? What'd you get?
60.
All right. Everybody, anyone else verify? Yeah? Okay, good. And then team 6, the last one.
200.
Oh, we're on just number 6. What do we get?
We got 200.
200. Valerie, did you get 200?
Hundo.
Yeah, I agree with them.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay. Any questions on these problems? Here's what I noticed. Some people were on it and they knew it, no problem. Other people were like, I better pull out my notes and look up those equations from yesterday. You don't have time to be looking at now, you need to know it. So if you can't remember the formulas, you need to either use direct translation that Aaron did, yesterday. He explained that to us yesterday, or proportions. And Dom was using proportions, right? And Angelina was using proportions. I know. I don't know who else was. Anyone else using proportions? Proportions is where you do like the fraction equal to another fraction. Yeah. So that method, if you're struggling on this, Aaron's way is totally fine as long as you understand it. But if you're having trouble, this proportion method is the easiest to remember. Okay, in my opinion, and I promise you, I've been doing this a long time. So if you know equations, great. If you can remember direct translation, great. But if you can't, proportions needs to be in your back pocket as your go-to. Does anyone want to see a proportion on any of these just to remind you? Or are you good? Okay. I'm going to write just before we go back to the other thing. I'm going to show you the screen. Look, we got them all right. I'm going to write percent that I want you to round. This time I want you to round it to 1 decimal place. Okay, 1 decimal place. So I'm just going to write an example right over here. Sorry. I'll make it a little bit longer. And there's a percent sign on the end. Round to 1 decimal place. And put your answer in the chat, but don't hit enter yet. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, some of you left your percent sign off. You're killing me. You're killing me. I reminded you. Good job, Aaron. Good job, Malachi. Good job, Marty and Deshay and Jinde. So be careful. Put it on there. I know you're like, I couldn't really see it. Yeah, well, it's there. Okay, so that would be 79.8%. What if I said round to 3 decimal places? Same number, round to 3 decimal places. Yes, get it ready. 3 decimal places. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, surprising. I see more percent signs this time. I appreciate you. Good job. Okay, so 79.835. Does everybody see why it would be a 5 on the end? Because I didn't get answers from everyone. So when it says to 3 decimal places, it means 3 to the right of the decimal. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right of the decimal. So this spot is going to be my last digit. So now I have to decide, should that stay a 4 or should it be a 5? And how I decide is I look 1 to the right, and if that digit is 5 or higher, I'm going to change the 4 to a 5. If that digit is less than 5, I'm going to leave it alone. So my 2 choices of my answer are 79.834% or 79.835%. So, and since it's a 7, I choose this one. But I think a lot of you, it's you don't know the choices, you don't know the possibilities. So that's what we have to work on, is that rounding practice. What does it mean? And they switch back and forth. Sometimes they say to the nearest thousandths place, which means the same as 3 decimal places. Sometimes they say to the nearest hundredths, which means decimal places. We're going to get into money. And so sometimes they'll say round to the nearest cent. That's 2 decimal places, right? Sometimes they'll say round to the nearest dollar. That means no change, right? So rounding can be part of the problem. So if you need extra rounding help, maybe I'll implement that. Maybe that'll be our warm up tomorrow, is some rounding practice. Does that sound like a good idea? Because we don't want to get those wrong because we rounded wrong. Okay, any questions on those? Okay. I know some of you are already done with this, but let's actually read the directions now. It says, you're going to work with your team on these, round when necessary to the nearest hundredth. Here's your jobs when you're in your breakout rooms. The person who has the closest upcoming birthday shares their screen. So I was already doing this with Marty and AJ. Marty's birthday is the end of the month, February 28th. Is that right, Marty? And AJ's isn't until October. So Marty's is closer. So Marty had to share his screen. The other date is going to be the one who shares the information when you come back. So like if I ask your team to explain it, AJ would have to explain it. Make sense? If you have 3 on your team, which today we do have one team of 3 today, I think. So if you have 3 on your team, the third teammate, not termmate, teammate might have to share information as well. Okay. So just be prepared. So if you already did it, it's totally fine. I want you to think about how you're sharing your information with me. If you haven't done it yet, look at these problems. They're a little bit different. So this one, like the first one is you're at a restaurant. We went to the hidden house, right? And our bill came to $50. So, and we're going to leave a 15% tip because we're terrible customers. Just because I didn't want to make it 20, because I think 20% is easier than 15% mathematically. So let's just pretend you're only leaving a 15% tip. What's the total amount you will pay? So sometimes it asks you to compute the tax. Sometimes it asks you to compute the total. So you have to formulate the question it's asking you in your mind, right? Basically, you need to find 15% of 50. Yeah. So if you can write that question, then you can do the problem. The next one, you got 84% of the questions correct. There's 25 questions. How many did you get correct? And the last one was you paid $14 for a shirt that originally cost $32 because you're shopping at Kohl's, and they never should sell anything for a regular price, right? Everything's on sale. It depends on what hour you're there. Anyone been to Kohl's? Yeah, and been confused at their signs because it's very confusing. Okay, so if you're done, call me to your room right away so I can check your answers. If you're not done, I want you to work on those, okay? And is there any room that started one, but they're like, we really need help, so we want to visit another room. We want to send a spy to another room. Anyone want to do that? You guys are so honest. You don't even want to spy. Okay, I'm going to open your rooms. I'm coming to visit. Make sure you call me to your room if you're already done. Oh my gosh, I just clicked the wrong button. No, I didn't. I clicked the right button, thank goodness. Hello, hello. Some of you are back. Almost everybody's back. All right, we'll try to share these soon, as soon as everybody gets back. I'm just randomly picking. I'm going to pick, and not really randomly, I'm actually pointedly picking. So just so you know, it's not random. I'm not using a random number generator. I'm going to have Marty and AJ explain number 1. Hello, welcome back. Marty and AJ are explaining number 1. Angelina and Jenday are explaining number 2. And anyone brave soul want to explain number 3? Oh, and Jenday, you want to do number 3 instead of number 2?
Well, I want to do number 3 because Angelina and I just discussed number 3.
Oh, good. So you can do number 3. And then anybody else want to do number 2?
Okay.
Okay, so number 1, let's do Marty and AJ. Go ahead and share your screen. Oh, you already are. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, whoo,
And
did I not
nice.
do this?
No, I was looking at my wrong screen. Okay. And can you double click to make it bigger? Like on that file? Like on probably the one either one that says whiteboard. Because it's real small on my
Is
screen.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stop the share again. Let's try this again.
And then AJ, whenever he gets his screen up, you can go ahead and explain. And the reason we're practicing explaining is because that's what you're doing in your quiz on Thursday, right?
Is that bigger or no? Is it still small?
Yep. No, it's big. Okay,
Okay.
AJ, I'm ready.
All right. With a bill of $50, you leave a tip of 15%. Multiply them both, you get 7.5. The tip is 750. The total bill is 57.50.
Nice. Did your team make a mistake at all when you were doing it?
Yes, we only got the tip. We didn't add it to the full bill.
Any other group do that? I saw a couple groups that did that. Yeah. So make sure you answer the question. The other error that I see a lot is students say that the tip, or they say that the tip is just, they put 7.5. That's not how we write money, right? So make sure you have that other 0 there. So it says 750, and then make sure your dollar sign is in the front. This percent sign should be back here, right? But otherwise, good job. Everybody okay with that? Anyone need help with how to find a tip? All right, you can stop sharing, Marty. Yeah, Valerie gave him a party hat. Loved it. Okay, who's gonna do 2? Any team volunteer? Because Jen Day and Angelina are gonna do number 3. Amari, you're gonna do number 2. Your team. You're welcome. That was just voluntolding you.
So all we did was take 25 multiplied by 84% as a decimal, which is 0.84. And then we multiplied that by 100 and we got 21.
Nice. 21 questions.
Yeah, 21 questions.
Anyone else agree? Nice. And Deshay did a good job putting 21 questions are correct. Yeah, nice labeling there. Good job. All right, Angelina and Jenday.
Okay, Angelina, where you at, girl? Share your screen, girl. Where you at, girl?
Give her a sec. It's okay. Okay, it's there.
Okay, so it's in my head. So what we did was the proportion strategy. So we did 14. Wait, let me see. Hold on. So we did 14 over 32 equals x over 100, and then we cross multiplied.
Nice. So then you did 14
And
times
then
100
uh-huh.
and then divided by 32. How did you know that it would be 43.8?
Because so the first answer we got was 0.4375, but then we moved the decimal and then we rounded it up. So it'd be 43.8 instead of 43.75. But we rounded the tenths place.
Very nice. And since that was a 5, you had to change
Make
the
it
7 to an 8.
8. Yeah.
Very nice. Excellent. So on Thursday, when you do this, you need to make sure you show me all your work, right? Now,
Yeah.
you can do it on paper. I don't care. You can just do it on paper and then you're going to just hold up your paper to me. Eventually, you know, before the end of class, you have to scan it or take a picture of it and then upload it as a PDF document. So make sure you practice those kind of things. I have lots of videos for you. Any questions on that? All right. Well, good job. I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, we should have been done with all these problems way sooner. Now, if you're in your breakout rooms and other groups were still waiting, like you're like, I was done 10 minutes in and I just sat there. Hopefully, you're using your time wisely, right? You can always start on another math assignment with your partner. You can work on your more homework. You could work on your percent assessment review. So just to make sure you have, you use your time in class wisely. You can always call me in because if you can't find work to do, I guarantee you, you're not looking in the right spot, right? Because there's always more to do. The good news is sometimes I give people extra credit when they volunteer for things. Yeah, like Amari, who loves presenting. I can tell. I see it on his face when he's presenting. He might be reluctant to share, but once he knows that I do use that when I do my final grades, if you're super duper duper close, by the way, I use rounding rules, and you meet, like, instead of an A, you're going to get the B because you have an 89.4, which would mean you get a B instead of an 89.5, which would give you the A. If I remember that Amari, and I usually mark it down, that Amari always participates in class, then he's going to get the A instead of the B. Yeah, it's true. Okay, your exit ticket is in the chat. Don't forget you have a quiz this Thursday and you have more homework that's due tonight. Yes? An MOER assignment due tonight. Okay. Oh, and I apologize for the exit ticket yesterday, the mistake. I sent you a message, right? Everybody got that message. If you're not getting my messages, you should really change your notification. Right? Okay. Otherwise, if you have a question, stay here. When you're finished your exit ticket, you can go. I'll see you tomorrow. Great job.
Thank you, babe.
Happy Tuesday.
If different houses, we not live together, so
I'm just saying what we doing on that routine. Camilla's tripping out because she wants some goddamn apple juice. I just poured her some apple juice. So that baby has been constipated. So her pediatrician recommended this Miralax.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.